Hello, I'm Reverend Karen Davis of First Christian Church. In Southern California, we live in an area that unfortunately is prone to a variety of natural disasters. We might have wildfires, we might have earthquakes, and even for some folks that live in floodplain areas, they may have flooding. So as we consider those situations, it's important to be prepared, to have together all those things we consider important and have them so that we can leave our homes quickly. Well, if you were to make a list today of what is most important to you, what would you put on that list? What would you want to make sure that you grab from your house and take with you? Would it be important documents? Would it be jewelry? Would it be money? Would it be paintings or other types of rare art that you may have in your home? Would it be pets? Would it be people? What would you list on that priority list of what you would want to make sure that you had as you went to safety? Well, this week, as we are continuing to read through the Gospel of Luke, this week, chapter 12, verses 32 through 40, we are reminded to consider what we see as our treasure and where we are placing our priorities. Because we're reminded that where your treasure is, there is your heart also. Are we putting our treasure into those things that are material? Or do we see our treasure as the relationships with the people around us, our relationship with God? Where do we place emphasis? Where do we look to consider our true wealth? I invite you this week to reflect upon that and think about how you spend your time, your talent, your resources, because probably where you're spending the most time, most of your money, most of your energy, probably is what you consider to be most important. Do you perhaps need to reevaluate your priorities, to consider how you're spending your time, talent, and resources, and maybe redirect that a bit to reflect your values and your priorities? I invite you this week to do an inventory and to see where you are placing emphasis, where your heart truly is, and to work at having your heart and your values align with what God would have us do, where God would have us be investing ourselves, and think of what you can do to perhaps rearrange that list a bit to better reflect God's values and priorities and have yours align with those of God. May God continue to give you wisdom, courage, and grace to serve God and to serve God's people. And remember, where your treasure is, there will be your heart also. May your heart be in the work and the love of God.